The role of film critics in the industry. The film industry is a dynamic and constantly evolving field that brings together creative professionals from diverse backgrounds, including directors, actors, screenwriters, and producers. However, one group of individuals whose voices often go unnoticed or underrated are film critics. Film critics are experts in their field, analyzing and interpreting films for the masses, often serving as tastemakers in the industry. Despite their important role, it is common for the public to underestimate the contributions made by film critics to the industry. This article will explore the role of film critics in the industry, discussing their importance, credibility, and impact on film production, distribution, and consumption. This article will demonstrate why film critics should be appreciated and acknowledge the critical role they play in shaping the film industry. To get started, it is essential to understand who film critics are and what they do. Film critics are professional evaluators who analyze movies and provide recommendations or critiques based on their observations. They typically write for newspapers, magazines, blogs, or other media outlets and might occasionally be seen discussing films on TV or radio shows. Their primary role is to help inform the public about the quality and worth of a film, often relying on a well-developed vocabulary when evaluating films and making recommendations. This includes examining several aspects of a film, including the writing, directing, cinematography, music, special effects, and performances of the actors. While film criticism often aims to provide a balanced review for the audience, it is also expected that critics will share a critical perspective that reflects their own tastes and attitudes towards movies. This, in turn, lends film criticism a certain level of subjectivity that many audiences either enjoy or detest. One of the important roles of film criticism is to provide an opinion on the films being reviewed, allowing audiences to make more informed choices about the movies they watch. Since public tastes and preferences are constantly changing, it is necessary to have knowledgeable and independent critics to evaluate and recommend movies. These recommendations can steer audiences towards high-quality or critically acclaimed movies, thereby influencing box office results. Moreover, critiques and reviews from film critics are valuable sources of feedback for filmmakers who use them as a means of honing their craft. Filmmakers can learn from both good and bad reviews to enhance their future work. Film critics can also help to promote the work of independent and foreign filmmakers by identifying quality productions that might not receive mainstream exposure. Some argue that the role of film critics is becoming increasingly irrelevant given the democratization of media enabled by social platforms and the rise of user-generated content. However, such voices ignore the fact that film critics bring context and authority to the reviews they provide that the average viewer may lack. Many critics examine the film against the backdrop of cinema history, providing insight into decades-old patterns that the audience may not know. Another important aspect of film criticism is that it can bring social and political issues to the forefront by serving as a platform for voices traditionally underrepresented in society. For example, when movies like Blackfish exposed the malpractices of SeaWorld, several critics voiced their opinions, promoting a wider discussion of animal rights and ethical issues, resulting in global change. Critics can also spotlight important social issues depicted in a specific movie, even if it is not the primary subject. For example, the movie Brokeback Mountain, which depicted the relationship between two gay men, helped to Raise public awareness about LGBTQ rights, promoting a more open debate on what was once a taboo topic.